the bale, sorry. And then once you've got a bale, slightly bigger from that machine than the two bales you can see in the ring, but same principle. Your bale is then dropped out of the back. So you've got a row coming out the back of the combine. You then got your baler coming in, cleaning up those rows and dropping out the bales behind. So once those bales are baled and they're out in the middle of the field, they need picking up. And that's what you can see there. The telehandler has just done, has picked up a bale on the grab. And then we have a red tractor and red trailer coming down the middle of the field just now, which is what you would use to then cart those bales. So the loader will pick the bales up, stack them onto the trailer, and then they are ready to be taken back to the farm. And either stacked or, sometimes you might see them stacked in the field, sometimes they're taken back to the farm. Now the baler doesn't necessarily, it's not always straw, but you'll see the baler often, this sort of time of year you'll be getting grass being cut for silage, for haylage, which will either be chopped with a forager or sometimes it's baled and wrapped with plastic. And then, well, if this weather continues, if this nice hot weather continues, there'll be hay being made before too long. And again, that's when you'd use the baler. So baler is quite versatile really, it can be used throughout the cutting season really, from the beginning of silage all the way through to the end of harvest. And then once that is done, and you've got your bales cleared and your fields are back to yellow stubble, that's when you want to come back in and we've done full circle. Then you get your cultivators back in. We've got another cultivator here from RC Forum. We've got the Deutz tractor from Germany here, and behind it a cone cultivator. And again, as I say, the idea of these cultivators, you've got this one particularly, you've got discs on. When it's lowered down, those discs run through the earth, breaking it up. The discs are at two different angles, so they really do break the soil down and create a perfect seed bed. There's a packer on the back there, set packers on the back, which helps to then crumble it down, break down any large clods. As I say, a nice seed bed wants to be really fine if possible. You don't want too many big lumps. And as I say, there are a number of different styles of cultivation. Some people still use the plough every year. There are subsoilers. There are machines like this one here from Tuck Worlds, which is, as I say, a similar process to the other green one that's in the ring. And yeah, that just pulls the soil down. And that is it, that is the farming year. Hopefully you can get a good look at these machines as they drive around. Nice to see them up and close. And hopefully it just gives you a bit of an appreciation as well, just how big an operation, just to get from a field of stubble through to a field of crop. Just how much of a process goes, or how much process goes into that, how much hard work and effort throughout the course of the year. And while it can be frustrating, I know, through the summer times, or throughout the year, but particularly through the summer months when these machines are busy, when they're out on the roads, they don't move all that quickly, just purely because of the size of them and the cargo that they're carrying and having to be careful. We really, as farmers do, very much appreciate all the patience that people have on the roads and giving us plenty of space to get through. As I say, it is quite an extensive operation to get from one side of the year to the other. All of these machines will be parked up in the farming through the year area, which from this point here is sort of, it's down to past the Kubota stand where you can see the teepees and maybe see the inflatable slides and things like that down at that end of the forestry area end of the showground. And all these machines are parked up. There might even be a few people about to answer any questions you might have, because obviously there's a lot that goes on with these bits of kit. But a big thank you really as well to everybody that has donated these machines to be used in the ring today. Because one of the things that's so important for agriculture really is education, and just trying to get across to the general public just what we do, exactly what we do, and just go to show that your food doesn't necessarily just come off the shelves at the supermarket. There's an awful lot of effort that goes into creating it. But yeah, it's just working their way around the ring one last time. And here we